Speaking of which, let's move on to our next topic here. Body and blood pollution, drugs. Now, unless you've been in a coma for the past 25 years or on the planet Mars, I got news for you. This country is in a drug-orientated society. Okay? Pill for this, pill for that. We're going to take a pill for everything. Madison Avenue, the pharmaceutical industry, the AMA, the FDA, they are all kissing cousins, gang. Wake up and smell the coffee. All right? They're all in this thing working together. They got you brainwashed so much to the point that you believe, now you got a headache in the morning, you're going to take Excedrin AM. But you got a headache at night, well, you're going to take Excedrin PM. You see? Like there's a difference between morning and evening headache. They got the gall to call it ordinary headache. What in the world is ordinary? Ordinary morning headache. Remember that one? Was on a boob tube? When you wake up with ordinary morning headache. You know, this is a statistical truth too. The average TV viewer sees an estimated 13 to 14 relief commercials per hour. Per hour. And you know, the other side of this thing was, I couldn't believe this, but it's true. It's true. Statistically, it's true. The average person will spend between 2 to 3 years of your entire life watching commercial time alone. That's it, just commercial time alone. Now, you want to know why it's so expensive? You got a doggone good idea. All right? But think of it. You're constantly bombarded with this stuff. Rolaids, condoms, beaming, all the way on down the line. And you know what they've done? They've literally programmed you to think in a certain mode. Just like we talked about, you know, Joe America in the beginning there, they've programmed you to think in a certain mode. There's a little key word that's in every one of those commercials. It's a buzzword. It's in every one of them. In fact, you know what it is. You know what? I'm going to have you tell it to me right now, just for the heck of it. All right? Here you go. Here's the key word that we all have become brainwashed with. Preparation H for temporary relief. As though relief from symptoms is equivalent to health. And it's not. I just spent a whole half hour here telling you that symptoms have nothing to do with what health is. But they got you brainwashed to believe that, doggone it, if I don't feel it, I must be healthy. Well, that's baloney. You know what that's like? It's like if I was in the back over here, we had a $1 million fire alarm system. Let's say the alarm went off. Let's say the alarm's like a pain, all right? Okay, the alarm goes off. Well, geez, if that alarm went off, the pain went off, I don't like that, so I want to do something about it. So I got one of two choices. Choice one, I go over to the electrical box, I cut the wires, boom, boom, boom. I don't hear any more alarm. I don't feel the pain anymore. What'd you do there? You treated the symptom, didn't you? You treated the effect, okay? Isn't the smart thing to do to say, now wait a minute, the fire alarm went off. Now when the fire alarm goes off, that usually means fire, okay? So why not find where the fire is, put it out, get rid of it. That's exactly right, get rid of it. Get to the cause of the problem. And guess what? When you get rid of the cause of the problem, what happens to the alarm? The effect. It stops. You know, DC, Doctor of Chiropractic, okay? I like to think that DC also stands for Doctor of Cause. Let's get back here. Let's get back to the nervous system, all right? Let's get where to the action is, because that's what's going on. Most of the drugs that are out there, you know what they do? They know that the ball game's in the nervous system, but they'll give you something to either raise something up or to lower something down by affecting the nervous system. You know, you got high blood pressure, right? So what do? They give you high blood pressure medication. And what's that do? It lowers your blood pressure. Great. If you're taking high blood pressure medication now, stop taking it. What happens to your blood pressure? It goes right up. Did the high blood pressure medication cure your high blood pressure? Nope. Did it treat the symptoms? You betcha. You betcha. In fact, there's whole books out. We got them in here. They're called PDRs, Physician's Desk References. Boy, are they interesting. Okay? You ought to see that junk that's in there. They have all the drugs that are listed in there, right? And they'll give you maybe about that much of the chemical name. They'll give you the chemical name for it. Then they'll give you a little bit on the action of the drug if they know how it works. Many of them they don't even know. Aspirin, they don't even know how aspirin works. That's true. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Okay? And then they usually have about a page and a half of contraindications and side effects. Oh yeah, I got them. I got them here. They're all. You can buy them. Go to a bookstore. You can buy the things. And people blindly take their drugs, like their drugs are the answers to their problem. And it's not. It's inside here. It's always been inside here. It's been with your nervous system. You just never knew it. Your life was shut off. How could you do anything else? But you ran around and you thought that that was it. It's not in the drugs. It's not in the potion or the lotion. It's inside here. It's always been inside here. Where do these things come from? Cortisone. Where's that come from? Hoffman-LaRoche? Probably, yeah. Your adrenal glands make that, okay? Insulin, where'd that come from? Your pancreas makes that. You know what the one that I love is? Interferon. How many people have heard of interferon? That's the big thing. Oh, fights viruses. Fights viruses. Big thing in cancer research. Fights viruses, right? Guess where interferon happens to come from? Your white blood cells make interferon. You see, but I'm such a nice guy. We're going to synthesize it and I'm going to sell it to you for $100 a shot. Ain't I a nice guy? And your body makes this stuff all the time. As long as your nutrition is proper and your nervous system is working right, your body makes any single chemical that it needs. You walk through the door with the best drugstore in the world with you. It's on the inside. I used to love that. I was going to get one of these about 2 years ago. Remember, Drug Fair used to do this thing. They would have loved it. I was in Scotch Plains at the time. They had this big Drug Fair, your feeling good store. I wanted to get one of those buttons. I really did. I was going to wear it all the time. Walk around, Drug Fair, your feeling good store. See, because they got everybody thinking that, hey, man, it feels good. That's okay, I'm healthy. And people are dropping like flies out there. Because feeling good's not the answer, gang. It's not. Now, do I ever say that you never need a drug in your life? No. Don't think that I'm that kooky. All right? I mean, if there's an emergency life situation and you need some kind of first aid or whatever, okay, fine, it's got its proper place then and there. But I say, hey, wait a minute, let's be a little bit more conservative here and let's start using this noodle, okay? Chiropractic first, medicine second, and surgery last. Chiropractic first because what? It's non-invasive, okay? We don't put anything into your body. We don't take anything out of your body. We work strictly with your body and your body's own innate healing power. Now, there are situations, unfortunately, where many times something may just be in your body a little bit too long. We call that limitation of matter, and the body just does not have the ability in and of itself to heal itself. That does happen, okay, if a problem's been there too long. You've been subluxated too long, right? Well, then you might need a little medicine or whatever. And definitely, surgery's at the bottom of the list. Why? Once you cut it out, that's it, it's gone. And you can't be 100% whole. You can never be 100% healthy anymore. Right? So here's what I want you to do, a little homework assignment. Number one, when you go home and you watch the idiot box, I want you to look at these commercials and look for the word relief in those little commercials. All right? I want you to just prove it to yourself. You don't even have to believe me. Prove it to yourself. Listen for the word relief. I guarantee you, you're going to see it in there. You're going to say, my God, that guy's right. You know, there's a book written on this not long ago called Subliminal Seduction. Okay?
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah. Right, about how media has manipulated people or whatever like that. Check it out. It's a great, great little book, all right? But that's all part and parcel of all that's going on in here. Okay, so that's it, number one. Number two, assignment number two is I want you to go home, and I want you to take that medicine cabinet and kind of clean it out and turn it back into a bathroom cabinet. Okay? And start letting this thing on the inside. Give your body the chance to do what it has to do. Okay. Last thing causes subluxations. Improper sleeping positions. Who sleeps on their stomach in here? Nobody? A couple people. Okay. You don't sleep on your stomach. That's the worst thing in the world you could do. Let me show you why. Okay? Remember we said before there's normally 4 curves in the spine? Remember that? 2 in the front and 2 in the back here? Well, unfortunately, what happens is most people, if they've got a subluxation in their neck area, there's a reduction in the curve. Some of you are going to see tonight. Some of you got curves that go all the way around the other way. You've got some problems. Okay? And what happens? Let's stop and think about this. You're sleeping on your stomach for 6 or 8 hours a night, and all of a sudden, what's your neck doing all this time? It's like this. See? So you're stretching all the tendons and ligaments in that neck, and you want to make that neck subluxate. So you don't sleep on your stomach. 2 positions you can sleep in. There's either on your back or on your side. I prefer that you go on your back. But you can go the other way too. Oh, the horrid looks I'm getting here tonight. Okay, let me show you why. First of all, if you're sleeping on your back, you get rid of the 2-3 pillows, the Greta Garbo deal, that's gone, okay? That's all over with. Simple thing, all I want you to do is get a bath towel, fold it in half, and you roll it into a roll approximately 6 inches in diameter. And I want you to lie with that right under your neck. Now what that does is, it helps to support your neck in the normal configuration. If that's the normal curve, if you're lying down, it helps to support your neck in a normal position that it should be. If you want to lie on your side, you can do that too. What you have to do is get a pillow that'll maintain the distance from the side of your head to the side of your shoulder, this distance right in here. Why? Well, if you're lying on your side, if we maintain that distance, it'll keep your spine nice and straight. What would happen if your pillow's too high? What's going to happen? You're going to kink your neck up. And if it's too low, or if there's no pillow, it's going to kink it this way. The other thing is, you know, I say to people, how do you sleep? And they say, well, geez, doc, I sleep on my side. And I say, well, what do you do with your hands? Well, I don't know, I kind of bring it up, you know, kind of sleeping like this. Or the contortionist, all right? You don't do that. You lie square on your shoulder, square off your shoulder. Just put your hands maybe a little in front of you or just up like this, but keep square on your shoulder. Don't hyperextend it out like this. You'll cause all kinds of problems, especially in your lower neck area. All right?